Happy Friday, March 10th, 2023. Put this on cruise control and we are good to go. Are you buying the dip? Are you buying the dip? Or are you scared? Are you afraid this is all gonna go away? Crypto, man, why am I into crypto? It's just this artificial thing. It's this idea. It's just this digital stuff on a screen. It's not real. I don't have it in my hand. It's going to go to freaking zero. This is not good. What was I thinking? I'm better off having cash in my hand at this point. This is nuts. I mean, this stuff, this Litecoin thing, it was $100. No, it's 70. Actually, it went to 68.08 overnight. I've seen this so many times. This is always what happens. I was watching Coinbase. I looked at Coinbase. I got up, looked at it. I'm like, oh crap, like 70 bucks, 69. It was like in the 69s on Coinbase. And I'm like, all right. And then the low, like I said, was 68.08 for Litecoin. I've seen this so many times throughout the history and in these market cycles to where it seems like it's always on like a Thursday night, going into a Friday, at 4:30 in the morning, you know, when nobody's up yet, and then it hits its low. By the time everybody gets up, looks at it like, holy crap, I need to buy this. Now it's up. It's up like 72 bucks now. But it's, I mean, you see these massive crashes down. It was $85 just like a day or so ago. Went down to $68. I mean, it was just $100. But this is what always happens. And so now you're second guessing yourself. Now you're thinking, oh man, I don't know, why did I get involved in this crypto thing? I'm gonna keep losing money. And some people sell. They actually sell it. I mean, this is like the time that you should be buying it. I mean, I'm like, what money do I have that I can throw at this thing? That's how I feel. That's how I feel right now. And then, you know, you'll buy it at like 80 bucks and you're like, yeah, I got a deal. Then it goes to 75. You're like, son of a... And so you want to buy some more, but you spent too much at 80. And so you get some at 75, and then overnight you find out it goes to 68, and you're like, ah! Why didn't I wait and buy it all at 68? Well, you were sleeping, first of all. So unless you had your money on the exchanges and the buy order set, which I don't like doing, having the money in the exchange, waiting for the price to hit, because that's not why I'm in crypto. I'm in crypto because I want to have something in my possession. So if I'm buying it, I'm looking at it, I got to buy it off like PayPal, go to a crypto ATM, buy it off Coinbase, and so I gotta like come to the table at the right time. So in other words, if it bottoms at 68 bucks and I'm asleep, I wake up at 70 bucks, well, that's a $2.2 differential that I missed out on. But I'm okay with that because I don't have any money sitting in there. I can say, okay, now I'm buying it. I don't care, it's $2 more, whatever. I'm still buying it. You'll look back historically and you'll say, whoa, that was stupid. Why wasn't I throwing everything I had at it? This is just so typical, and it comes at the perfect time. It's always this way. When you see all the FUD, and what's FUD? Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. When you see all these things being thrown at the market, when you see Biden coming out yesterday and saying, we need to tax miners, crypto miners, 30% upcharge on electricity. You know, when you start seeing things like that, and people are like, oh my God, you know, crypto, ooh, it's not good, not a good investment, oh crap. When you start seeing things like that, and what was it, the SEC, or I don't even know, some government branch, I think it was the SEC coming out saying that, you know, basically every exchange is selling unregulated securities. Big whoop. All the bad news that comes out, I mean, all this stuff that they're throwing at it, I think you're kind of hitting peak FUD right now, you know, peak fear, to where there's only one way it can go is up. It's just what's the bottom. I mean, the Bitcoin went to like 19,500. I think that's probably the bottom. Because it did not do a retest of its low back in like June. That was like just under 17, or right around 17. It didn't go that low, but it broke 20,000. I mean, I think we're done. I really do. And so you're going to see it gradually do this and this and this, and then you're like, oh crap, Litecoin's back to 75. I guess I'm going to buy it now. Then it'll probably dip down to 72 again, you know, and screw you, because that's what it does. And that's just what these markets do. They just make you second guess yourself. It's almost like gambling, because if you look at it like gambling, oh man, I could have done better. I could have gotten it for 68. Why didn't I do that? I should have bet on black. I knew it. You know, I shouldn't have taken that hit. I should have stayed down, you know, and all you do is second guess yourself. If I would have put that one more quarter in, I would have hit the jackpot. I knew it. See, that's all gambling does, is make you second guess. If you're in it for gambling, you know, and I know you get excited. Oh yeah, I bought it cheap, got a deal. Doesn't matter. You got to look at it as, I am taking possession of the poker chips. I'm creating my own. I'm making my own money here. I'm preserving my wealth. I'm getting more of something. That Jeep had like 10 different stuffed animals in the window. Beanie Babies in a Jeep. But you've got an asset that you're getting more of, and there's only so much of it. And so you're scooping it in. You remember those tractors at the carnival? Speaking of gambling, you know, at the carnival where they're pushing the coins. You put a quarter in, it pushes the coins. You're trying to get the coins to fall over the edge. That's kind of what it's like. I want more coins. You know, I'm gonna get as many as I can. You know, I want to be that, you know, bulldozer that like scrapes as many as I can off of there. Not the best analogy, but you know, it is what it is. What's this car doing? Who's this guy? Yeah, who's this guy? Got a coincidence in my truck. I don't want to go there again. But it's just, I guess it doesn't roll down automatically. You know, these old cars just never know what's going to happen. It's a surprise. And I got nothing. I tell you what, one thing I've noticed, you know, when I get packages delivered, whoa, bro. See, it's doing what it wants. I have this. Maybe I shouldn't roll down the window anymore. Gotta be careful. It might not go up. But I've been watching the mail service, the tracking numbers and the packages where they're going to. I mean, I don't understand it. Maybe it's like the airlines. Maybe all the computer systems are just effed up, because I watch a package go to, let's say it comes out of, I don't even know where that came out of, Pennsylvania, I think. Goes to Pennsylvania, from Pennsylvania, and then it goes to a local hub, UPS hub, outside of Peoria. East Peoria is where it's at. And then it comes to my local town, like 7 miles away from me. And then it goes to Champaign-Urbana. Instead of coming to the local post office from that one, it goes all the way to Champaign, back to Peoria, and then it gets delivered. It's like a 2-day delay once UPS hands it off to the Postal Service. And I'm like, what is happening? And it's consistently doing that. So I'm thinking, okay, they've got something wrong in their code and their routing, their logistics. It just doesn't make sense how they're doing it. I mean, I'll pick it up. It's 7 miles away. But no, they don't send it to the next post office where I'm at. It goes all the way to the next hub, way out to the east, and then comes back west of me, and then I'm like, what is going on? So logistically, things are screwed up. And I mean, I see it there. I've seen so many problems with routing and how things are being routed through, you know, things off eBay, things off Amazon, things from like a cigar company, using these systems, UPS and US and the Postal Service also. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm watching the tracking, and it doesn't make sense. I've seen more things getting lost and delayed in transit than ever before. So something's not right. It's a lot different. It's I don't know what it is in this world. Maybe they need AI, you know, chatbots to fix it. But something's not right. So anyway, I think right now with crypto, what you're seeing that washout moment. And I've trained myself, and I've been through this for a long time, and I always want to buy. Oh my gosh, it went down. I want to buy. I always want to buy. I just don't have money. So I always want to buy Litecoin. I always want to get more crypto because I understand what it is and the fundamentals of it. And it's the future. It's here already. It's just not everybody realizes it. That finite supply is very important. That limited supply is very important. You've got that financial asset. So what happens is you always want to buy more. So if it dips a little bit, you're like, man, it's on sale. And then it dips more. And then pretty soon it's like, oh my gosh, you're out of money. And it's so low that you're like, oh, what can I sell? You know, how many kids do I have? Can I get rid of them? You know, can I sell the wife? Can I sell anybody? You know, friends. Maybe I'll sell a dog. I couldn't do that. They'd bring her back. We'll bring both of them. Well, the one. Franny they'll keep. Tilly, they'll bring her back. So you're looking at any way to make some money, the fiat that you can throw at, the cryptos. And this moment where you have that feeling of, okay, here's what I do. I let the market scream at me to buy it. So I stop kind of buying the stuff. And unless, the market forces me to buy it. And if you have that mentality, and I guess it's the same way on the upside when you sell, but I got to learn that side. Haven't learned that yet. Just hold it forever. But when the market's screaming the market will tell you when to buy. You'll feel it in your gut to where it's like, my God, I've got to do something. I got to sell something to get in this market. That's like what happened overnight. That's what's happening today. You're like, I got to get in. And when you see Litecoin go to 68 bucks, if you're sitting there watching it, you're like, okay, what can I sell to get in? Well, I need to get in. I need to buy some. I have to buy some of this. I'm stupid not to buy some. You just have that feeling, Bitcoin goes under 20,000. You're like, I just got to buy some. I need to buy this. The market's like telling you, hey, look, you better buy me. It just tells you, laughing at you, buy. And you're just, you got to get in. And so when that happens, when you have that feeling, that's when you get in. The problem is your mind is like, it's on sale. I'm going to buy it. It's on sale. I'm going to buy it. It's on sale. I don't have any money to buy it. And you got to train yourself to kind of just wait, because inevitably what happens is it's not the first dip. It's not the second dip. It's usually like 3 dips. So you're like, okay, it's not going to go any lower. And then, oh man, it really went lower. So it's like the third time it dumps down and stair steps down. Sometimes you get a fourth. We might stabilize right here and then it drops down to 63 bucks over the weekend. I don't think it's going to do that. That'll be really quick. I just don't see it happening. I think you're really building a lot of support right now. You got people coming in like me, and it's like, okay, it's time to buy. We got to get in this. And I don't know that you're going to see that. But given all this, what the market's doing right now, it does not matter. I've been through these moments. I can't even count how many times everybody's thinking, oh my gosh, crypto is not a good investment. Why did I get in it? And you start questioning the whole fundamentals of it. Oh my gosh, it's all digital. You don't have it. It's like I said before. You start getting worried and, why am I holding this stuff? Everything I have is in this. What am I doing? And then it goes up again. We just got to clean out. This is part of the natural cycle of markets. You just got to clean out all those weak hands. And I know it's kind of a cliche. Oh, we're just cleaning out the weak hands. Well, that's what it's doing. It's purging people out of it so that it can have a more pure rise with the people who basically deserve to be rewarded. Because that's what it's teaching you, that you don't deserve to be rewarded in this market if you sell right now. It's not for you. You're not going to get the benefits. You're not going to learn the lessons. And that's really what it is. But if you got the guts to get into it when everybody's, it's going 30% taxes on crypto. Oh, exchanges are going to be completely gone. And everything but Bitcoin's a security. Man, when you buy into that stuff and you believe that stuff, and you don't understand what crypto is and the fundamentals of it and how they can do it. It's untouchable. They can't do anything to it. All they can do is talk about it. So that's what they've done for years. Just talk about it, talk it down, talk it up. That's all they can do. They have no power. And when you realize the power that you have holding crypto, an asset outside their system, then you start to understand, you know what? F you. I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to do what I want to do. And I'm going to use that for however I want to use it. Now, there's nothing you can do about it because it's not in your network. It's its own independent network. It runs on its own. So you kind of get bored with it. And does this scare me? Not at all. Not in the least. I look at it. What scares me is that I ain't going to have enough money to pay the bills next month because I'm going to throw it all into Litecoin. Because it's such a no-brainer to get it right now. It really is to me. I'm not giving any advice to anybody else. I'm saying for me, it's just such a no-brainer when I look at the historical charts. Remember, we bottomed in this last cycle at like 45 bucks. Litecoin just went to 68. You're not that far off the bottom. And, you know, if you were thinking when it was $100, man, I wish I had another opportunity to buy it lower. And at that time, you would have said, man, if it gets under 80, I'm buying it. Gets under 80, you're like, you might buy it. Probably spend all your money on it. But it's just like, it always goes lower than you think, and it's going to go higher than you think. And it's just how markets are, because people overreact. Like right now, everybody overreacts, and they're like, sell it, just dump it. I can't take it anymore. I'm out. And then it goes up. Just how it is. It's how markets work. It's highly emotional. So at this point, yeah, I've been saying Litecoin's a good buy under $100. Right now, for $100, you can get what? Not 1.5. Well, maybe 1.5 Litecoin for $100. Absolutely steal. You can buy it on PayPal. You can actually transfer it out on PayPal now into your own wallet. There is a little bit of a delay. I mean, I bought just a little bit. Not that much. I mean, just because need more money. Where's that tax return? Where's that income tax refund at? Anyway. Buy it off PayPal, transfer it out. You can buy Bitcoin on the Fold app. It takes like 3 days before you can transfer it out, but it does work well. If you've got the Fold app, you can buy Bitcoin directly right out of your bank account. And it works pretty well. And transfer that out. Coinbase, you can do it. It's a little more cumbersome to set that up and get that done. CashApp, you can buy it on CashApp. You can buy Bitcoin if you got the CashApp on your phone. I mean, I've got referral links to all this stuff on clintwestwood.net, and I probably do in the description too. So, I mean, if you're going to sign up for those things, it doesn't cost you anything. But it's just another method to acquire crypto, an easy way to do it. And I think that's a good thing, because in moments like this, you're like, you know what? I got $50 sitting around. You can just buy it. You know, go on to Cash App or go into the Fold app and buy $50 worth of Bitcoin. And PayPal, if you got a PayPal account, you know, you can buy Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Litecoin on there and transfer it out. So all these apps, you can transfer it out. That's why I talk about it. I wouldn't suggest buying it on Venmo, even though you can do it, because you can't transfer it out. I could be wrong. They may have enabled that, because PayPal does own Venmo, but I don't think on Venmo you can transfer the crypto out yet. And if they even have plans to do that. So buy it and transfer it out to your own wallet. And then that way, if for whatever reason, you know, who knows, with all the exchanges, everything that's happened, and all the FUD about exchanges that goes on, I mean, you just don't want your money sitting in there. So buy it, use them as the gateway, use them to acquire that crypto, and then pull it off and put it in your own wallet. And then who cares what the price is? I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. When you have it in your own possession and you're not thinking about the fiat and the dollars, you know, and all that. Just like, I've got this many Litecoin, you know, I've got X amount of this, you know, and then you look at it, you're like, wait a minute, I got 10 Litecoin. There's only 84 million. And again, I've done the math. 8 billion people in the world. That is 1/100th of a Litecoin per person. 1/100th. You know, you're 100, add another zero, you're 1,000 times ahead. You've got the equivalent of, you know, 1,000 people's Litecoin if it were all distributed equally, if you've got 10 Litecoin. And I mean, and 10 Litecoin right now is like $700. I don't know, whatever it is. I mean, you know, I don't even know what the price is. But it's just, one Litecoin will be $700. And I mean, that's just what's going to happen. So this is just on sale. Blue light special on Litecoin, aisle 17, Kmart blue light special. That's where you're at with it right now. So I'm not, I look at me. Am I concerned? No. Am I worried about this? No. Is this a buying opportunity for me? Yes. Do I need more money? Yes. I should say, do I need more cash? Fiat? Yes. So I can take it out of the vampire casino and I can put it in sound money for the digital age. And then I can hold it. I can sit back and not worry about it. I mean, I want more. Just like Mosty. I want the Mosty. I want the Mosty Bitcoin. I want the Mosty Litecoin. And it's just, I want to make sure that I've got money in my possession. And I know this government can do whatever they want to it. They can devalue what they create. This Federal Reserve, make it harder to use it. Hey, we're going to raise interest rates, so it's a little bit harder to come by that money. It's not money, it's currency. It's current, it's flow, it's like electricity. They want it to move. That's all they want it to do. They want it to circulate. All the analogies. No, I want to store of value. I'm going to store it up in my big belly. The bigger the belly, the more Litecoin I got. Store it up. I'm storing Litecoin here. Whatever. So it's Friday. Means it's happy hour time. Oh yeah, speaking of gambling, I was talking about gambling with crypto. Don't look at it as a gambling. What you're doing right now is gambling. You're gambling in a vampire casino with the chips that they create, because you can't even leave the country with, I don't even know what the number is. Let's say $10,000. You take everything you got. So you saved up $50,000 and you're leaving the country. I'm done. Got my retirement, everything. I'm leaving. How are you going to get it out? How are you going to get it out? See, now you're trying to exit the vampire casino. Now, there's satellite casinos all over the place, but we're at the main one right now. We're at the headquarters, the U.S. You're trying to leave. You're going to get on an airplane and fly somewhere. How are you going to get that out? You're going to take it out in stacks of cash? Put it in your pockets? And they're going to say, what do you get all that money for? What, laundering drugs or something? Huh? What do you get to hide? Good luck. Because, see, it says right on there, it's theirs. Federal Reserve note. The Federal Reserve issues it. So they'll cash in the chips, or they'll pull the chips back in. They won't let you cash out. Yeah, you can't leave. You got to confiscate this, and we got to wait. This could be drug money. Drug enforcement agency gets involved, confiscates the money, and then you got to prove that it's yours, and have a money trail, and all this stuff that they'll make you do. Otherwise, they'll just take it from you. And then you got to prove it to get it back. This happens all the time. On the roads, if you got a lot of cash you're traveling with, you get pulled over. What do you need? What do you got that cash for? And then the police, they call in the DEA. The DEA says, confiscate it, take it. They take your money. But the police get a cut. See, it's all a scam. It's all a vampire casino. And the people that go along with it, you police officers, the police officers that do that, I don't even want to call you what I think you are. If you're participating in this game and you're a henchman to the vampires, you're part of the problem. You got to take a hard look at yourself and see what you're doing to your fellow human beings. Wake up. Their money isn't worth it. See, they're paying you garbage. I'm talking to you about something that's outside of that, where you can protect your wealth when this whole thing falls apart. You need to have sound money in your possession. When the government falls, their money falls. The government's falling. See what's going on right now? People are freaking out. Oh my God, don't release the J6 videos. It's a threat on democracy. Oh, actually, we live in a republic. And guess what? That's our footage. That's ours. We paid for it. All those cameras, all that footage. They should set up a separate web server. Remember like they did with the whole Obamacare stuff, I don't even know what the name of it is. I call it Obamacare. They set up the marketplace, early on. Then the web server crashes. They can't get into it. Oh, God. They need to set up a web server that hosts out all this video where you can go download it. Go download it all so we all have it and we can all watch it. We can all make our own decisions rather than listening to you idiots up there trying to force a narrative on both sides. I want to see it all. Let's see it. I want to watch it. I'll come to my own conclusions. I don't need you jerks up there trying to tell me what to believe. And that's what they've been doing. This J6 committee, this J06 committee. Fill in the blank on that one. But you got these people up there. Adam Kinzinger, Liz Cheney, Dick Cheney's daughter, preaching to us about journalism and freedom. F you. Pieces of filth. That's what they are. Garbage people. They don't care about you. Dick Cheney. I mean, one of the biggest war criminals in history. And your daughter's going to come preach to me? Ugh. Idiots. Vampires. It's all they are. Adam Kinzinger. He's from Illinois. Yeah, you wouldn't get reelected. Good thing you stepped aside. If I see him on the street, I see him in a restaurant, I'll be sure to say hi, Adam. Oh, I served my country, though. I was in the military. Yeah, you screwed your country, though. You went out in flames. What happened to you? What's wrong with you? You knew all that footage was there, and then you cherry-picked it all like the rest of the committee. Let's just put out what we want. Let's call Josh Hawley a coward, because look at him fleeing through the Capitol. Oh, then we look at the whole video. Everybody's running. Oh, let's just focus on him, though, so we can just destroy his character. You people are criminals. You should be tried. Criminals. Absolutely ridiculous that anybody believes these people. And we saw Naomi Wolf came out, she put a retractment statement, says, I believed all this. I believed in, that Trump was colluding with Russia. I believe this. And she apologized because she's a journalist. She's looking at it from a standpoint of, I got to follow the truth wherever it leads. And she's retracted everything. And she says, I don't like Trump. And she's like, maybe I do like Trump. I was just kind of steered down a path to where I thought I didn't like Trump because I didn't have good information. Don't ban TikTok. Don't ban Twitter. Don't ban any of these social media platforms. Free speech. Just put it out there. Quit censoring all this stuff. J6 committee, all the video in Congress, that they have. Let's show the people this and this and this, and this is the narrative we're going to create. Well, it's very easy to clip. It's just like the Bible. People read passages out of the Bible, one passage, and they say, see, you're a sinner. They don't put anything in context. Nothing in context. Let's clip this. All right, you're all going to hell, but I'm not. Context. Go to the source. Well, how do you go to the source? Release all the source information. Let's release it all. And you got these freaking idiots in Congress saying that Matt Taibbi, you're not a journalist. He's not. Oh my gosh. And it's just, these are the people that for so long lied, spied on a president, lied about a president, create fake dossiers, make up collusion. Everything they were doing, they projected. Everything. Ukraine. Oh, it's a bad phone call on Ukraine. Blah, blah. What have they been doing in Ukraine? What have the Bidens been doing in Ukraine? What have the Clintons been doing in Ukraine? What have all these people been doing in Ukraine? And we're still there. Still there. Nice deep state satellite money laundering outpost we got there. And we're funding it. Quit funding it. I don't care if Litecoin's $68. I don't care if it goes down to $2. I don't care if it goes to $1. I'll buy it all because I'm not going to play in the vampire casino anymore. You people are liars. They're all liars. Every one of them. If any of these politicians, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Thomas Massey. I don't care if it's Rand Paul. If they're not talking about sound money, if they're not calling out the Federal Reserve, if they're not showing the people that we live in a debt-based vampire casino, hey, if they're not shouting that out and getting to the root cause of the problem, which is the fake money, if they don't call that out, I got no respect for them. None. We've got Ron DeSantis on the book tour, Donald Trump running again. Are they talking about sound money? Are they talking about how to fix the system? That's what I'm concerned with. Where's our Ron Paul at? Where's our monetary person? Because that's what it takes. And I get it. Ron Paul, he's weak, and he's old, and not boisterous like the other ones, because we want somebody with a big megaphone. We want somebody to go out there and get on stage. Wave that flag. Feel good, baby. And there's something to be said about that. There is, inspiring. But you got to get to the point. Nothing will change. See, nothing changed after Trump. It all went to hell after he got out. Hey, we're making changes, going to make America great again, bring back industry, lower taxes, all this stuff. He's energy independent. And then he's gone. What happens? Poof. Went to hell. Gone to the crapper again. So you can't put your faith in one guy in the cult of personality. They may be doing the right things while they're in. Thing is, they ain't going to be in very long. You only got 2 terms as a president. This deep state, it doesn't go away. Mitch McConnell, look at him. Poor guy fell down the steps, tripping in a hotel. Too bad. Too bad. So, unless they're talking about sound money and identifying the root cause of the problem, I don't have a lot of respect for them. I really don't, because that is the issue. It is the money. Cut the money. Stop the money. Point out the flaws in the money. And what can we do on the individual level? Well, you really don't care what the price of Bitcoin is. You really don't care what the price of Litecoin is in US dollars, because you know those aren't US dollars. They're Federal Reserve notes. They're debt-based instruments that are doing nothing but stealing your energy. So what do? Take them, use them while they still have any sort of magical semblance of value, and put them into something sound. Put them into something like Litecoin, Bitcoin, DigiByte. Exit the vampire casino. Use the tools that they are using against them. And that's what you do. And you get more of it. You become more independent, because at some point, all this falls apart. And what are you going to be holding? Well, I had all this money in my retirement. I was going to be fine. And, well, you know what? You picked the wrong horse. You picked the wrong horse. You picked an ass. It was a donkey. Quit playing their game. Quit playing their game. Who cares? Who cares what they say the price is? At some point, you're not going to be able to get it. Get it while you can. Get it while you can. All right. I'm done ranting. It's Friday. Happy hour. Keep ranting, and it'll be time for a drink. I'll be heading into the bar over here. Turn the camera on and go. No. 4 p.m. Central Time, Litecoin Lisa's YouTube channel. It's also on this channel, but it's live on this channel. It's just the chat's not that great on this channel. Everybody's over on Lisa's. But if you're going to rewatch it, watch it on my channel. Hit the thumbs up on it. Share it with somebody. I'll be having a few drinks. Probably going to have a cigar. I got to stop smoking in that bar. I smell it all up. I got to keep it, get a little out of hand sometimes and get it too smoky, and I have people over, and it's like self-sabotaging as usual. All right, I'll see you on happy hour. I'll be smoking a cigar, drinking some whiskey, most likely, and talking about all this stuff. Get into other things too. Lisa will get me onto some other topics, please. I want to keep ranting on this stuff, but realize what you're dealing with. Realize you're in a vampire casino, and exit it. Find ways out. I'm looking at Litecoin right now, like, that's lighting the way. How do you stop a vampire? You shine the light of truth on it. Well, I'll take the truth protocol that is Litecoin, because I know going forward, it's going to last. Will this dollar-based freaking blood-sucking octopus vampire squid system exist? At some point, it won't. It can't. It's not sustainable. So until that day, give me some cheap Litecoin. All right. Love y'all. Hope you have a wonderful day. Have a happy Friday. Hope to see you on happy hour, 4 p.m. Central Time, Litecoin Lisa's channel. Don't trust me. Trust yourself. You know what's right. Your gut's telling you, I've got to sell everything and buy this Litecoin. Listen to yourself. Follow your own instincts, because you're going to look back and say, I knew it. I knew it. I should have done it. I knew it. Don't live a life of regret. When you trust yourself and you just follow your heart, I don't even know. How do you put that's the problem. We can't express who we are. You're a spiritual being. Follow that inner truth. All right? Love y'all. See you on happy hour.